You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Right, welcome back to Hot Kopics. We're cheersing, we're toasting in front of the beautiful city of Liverpool as sunset approaches. We can toast. Where's my one?
Oh, you've left it in the house,
What's going on?
lad. We just took mine now. Okay, that's fine.
It's not champagne. I'll
Either
be
way,
honest.
but it's delicious.
But
yeah.
we won 3-0. I know it sounds quite monotonous, but we've had a couple hours after the game now
Yeah, we're chilled now.
to chill
Yeah.
and come down a little bit
Yeah.
because what we experienced today was just incredible. This is actually being filmed on the Sunday night because we still wanted to catch that raw emotion, Doyle.
Yeah.
But we've just won 3-0 away at Old Trafford, fella.
It's a Sunday.
Cheers to that.
I know, it's insane.
That was poor. Do
That
it
was
again.
poor.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, this is what, like, you know, when you dream of a good Sunday and you'll have a little bit of a scran, you're with your mates, you'll have a little bit of a drink, you watch your football team.
Took the dog out.
Took
Been
the
a
dog out,
beautiful
yeah,
day.
this morning, actually. Yeah, done Gus, didn't we, lad? We had a little game of footy against them. Yeah, it's what you dream of as a little Sunday, to be honest with you. You start your Sunday, like I said, and then you go out with your mates and you watch your team play the biggest rivals, and then you batter them. Not just batter them, like, mate, we dominated that game. Like, dare I say, no disrespect to our lovely Jürgen, I love him, I do. But honestly, like, compared to last season, that performance was dominant, lad. It was
Domination.
absolute dominant. It was like there was no point in that game where I thought we're going to concede or I'm worried. It was just completely controlled. It was wonderful. Alisson stepped up in every moment that he needed to, and even them moments weren't really too much to ask for, in my opinion. We were just fantastic, lad.
Apart from maybe a 10-minute period where they were knocking it around, they were
Alright,
creating
they were alright.
open spaces, but there was a couple of easy saves that Salah's made in and throughout the game.
Alisson,
But
lads, yeah.
honestly, bro, we've dominated them, we've controlled them, we've suffocated them, we've pressed them, we've hurried them. I mean, Casemiro, that first half performance.
I know, lad. I said this.
You've got to leave football before the football leaves
That's
you,
what
and
Gallagher said, didn't
I
he,
think
lad?
that's time for him to.
I said that on
to pack it in.
the vlog, which you'll see the vlog, which is cool. I love the little vlogs. I said Casemiro looked like he couldn't be bothered, lad. And when Real Madrid sold him to Man United, I think Man United got really excited because he had to go first few games.
That's it.
But there's a reason why why Real Madrid sell a player like that. They don't let someone go if they've got quality, and that says when Modric is there and Kroos is there, when they've got 38 years old players, right? They're there because the quality is top draw. So if he was the same player and he was top draw, he would still be at Madrid right now winning Champions Leagues or whatever. So he isn't, and you can see it in Man United. He looks fed up. I feel like he gave us his best shot in his first 5, 6, 7 games, and after that he was like, "Oh, I'm playing for a crap team, yeah." Like, genuinely, I'm not saying that because they're Man United. I'm saying that because they're not very good. They're just not, lad.
They're just not very good.
Like I
and
said,
we've seen
after
it
3
today.
games, lad, after 3 games, I know exactly how Arne Slot wants to play. I still, after 2 years, have no clue what Ten Hag wants to do, and that's exactly why we won today. They were talking about how Ten Hag used to play this possession football and kill games. Mate, that's exactly what Arne Slot did. They got the wrong baldy manager, lad. We got the right one, lad. We got the right baldy manager, boys and girls. We did. He's ours.
So many good things to talk about today.
It's raining, by the way.
What should we do, Jack?
Yeah, it's getting a
to
bit
call it.
rainy. What we'll do, right, we'll convene it back in the house. Full glass of Prosecco and that. That's what we'll do. But we'll be back in a second.
Right, we've had to come inside because
It was lashing
Mother
down.
Nature intervened, so we've got the old Prosecco.
Luckily enough, though, we filled these up.
Cheap, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not great.
Cheap. Right, let's get into it then. Chronologically, make sure you smash that like button. We've moved the pod inside. We've tried to accommodate you a little bit better because we were just getting rained on there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fun. But
was
the
lashing
show
out.
must go on. The podcast must continue, right? So, possession-wise, I'm going to run through a few stats. And then we'll talk about the actual chronological order of the game. Also, what Mo Salah said after the game, should there be any concerns on that. But save that. Duels won. They actually won 52% of them. We won 48%. Possession, we got 47%. Aerial duels won. This is key. 66 versus 33.
For us,
So 2 out of 3 we win.
yeah, those probably
2 offsides. They had 5 corners. We had 3. 8 shots to 11. 3 on target and 3 goals for Liverpool.
It didn't seem like
Clinical.
that, did
It didn't, because obviously, we could have scored 4 or 5 more, but
Mo
I'm
Salah
pretty
said-
sure we had more than that.
Nah,
right?
do you know what it is? We got into great positions, but like there was one where Mo Salah hit it over the bar after taking a few men on, and he also hit it past the post after a deflection. There was a few like that, and Bosley should have scored one, all that type of stuff. Jota, we were in great positions, but we didn't quite capitalise on all of them. Could have been 4 or 5, brother.
Yeah, in the end, total crosses, they had 19 to our 7. Again, our game today wasn't really
They
about...
had 19 crosses.
Yeah, but again, the crosses that we had, especially the Diaz first goal, is a goal, clinical.
Everything they do just didn't seem like it had intention.
Yeah, it was just random, wasn't it? It was just totally random. Obviously, they got 4 yellow cards to our 1, but the key stat that everyone will remember is the fact that it was 3-0 to the away team. Now, again, like we said, we've had a few hours now to watch the interviews, watch the highlights back. We're still in dreamland.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it in the fan cams, which seems like a long time ago now, but the fan cams, we said that you've got to really inject these moments. You've got to breathe them and feel them and want them even more. And, you know, to win 3-0 in Arne Slot's first game at Old Trafford, the big statement has now been sent out to the rest of the league, in my opinion. I know we were gone from, and we're still humble. Look, we've got an international break and then the game at home to Forest, but I think we're quite confident now that this could be a really good season. 3 games in, we've seen what we've seen. To not even have conceded a goal, though.
It's one of them, right?
What a dream start that has been for Arne Slot.
2 first tests
so
in the games. It's incredibly, like 2 first tests in the games that we had. And then the big one against Man United, and he's lived up to every single one of them so far, so good. And that's all you can really say. Doesn't mean that we're going to go and win a league. It doesn't mean that we think that. We are excited, though, because it means usually when you transition from one manager to another, you're not very good. And we look good. Like, we look like a fantastic put-together team, lad. We look like we're playing methodical football. We look like we've been playing this type of style
For a long time.
Yeah, and we haven't. So it's... What more do you want, like? There's no more that you can ask for when you go to your rivals and beat them 3-0 in the garden.
It's just, like I said, dream stuff.
It's mad.
Dream stuff today.
And Mo Salah scored again. Insane game. He had 2
goals.
assists and a game again.
14
and a goal.
goals and 2 assists.
It's lad.
I mean,
what's this season now? He's got 3 goals and 3 assists.
Yeah.
In 3 games.
Yeah.
Lads,
it's not bad numbers, is it?
Please don't leave.
So my eye's really itchy. I had bad hay fever this week, so I keep.
He's been sneezing his head off. I stayed with him last night. I was like, Gilly, lad, why are you sneezing every 2 seconds?
Different beds, but
yeah, definitely different beds. Yeah, he stinks, lad.
Get out. But yeah, we'll go chronologically then. So that Trent goal, which was over the line, you know, he celebrated to the max, kissed the camera.
Like
we went mad in Box Park.
Steven Gerrard,
it was, and at least
glorious.
he's had that moment. No one can take it away from him.
They can't.
And at least we won 3-0.
We did.
Because imagine if we'd lost that game in that picture.
Meme him, lad. You can't do it.
He's unmemeable.
3-0, lad.
But he scores, I think, 8 minutes, and you're thinking, right, 2, 3, 4, let's step on the pedal there.
Yeah.
It's disallowed. It was offside. There's no complaints about it. I think if Salah watches it back,
it's fine.
he regrets, you know, making that touch.
Just his instinct, innit?
Yeah, he just, you know, thought he had to
Wants
touch
the ball,
it,
lads,
but he didn't really need to. But yeah, you know, that goes in, and after that is a bit of a slow, stale period for 10, 15 minutes, and then bang. The cross, though, Doyle, from Salah. I mean, the move was great. Gravenberch wins it. I think it's a really poor pass from Casemiro, was it?
We've talked a lot about
Gravenberch, you know, the way he strides, you know what it actually reminds me of a little bit? Like a Moussa Dembele.
I get it. But
you get it? The way he glides.
For me, I get it. He's a bigger player than Gini Wijnaldum, but he reminds me of that type of technician where he can move left, right with either foot. You ask him to pass the ball forward and he can do that. He can get a goal or 2. I think he reminds me of Gini more than any other player, even more than Macher so far, to be honest with you, lad. I think Macher offers different things.
Yeah.
But I like him. And it's funny, right, I said in the stream, he's working in a Dutch system and he's a Dutch player, so he's enjoying himself. Isn't that funny? That makes sense, right? And he's playing good football, lad, in that double pivot. Macher and Gravenberch, lad, looks solid.
Honestly,
that
it's the third test
won, lad. We won that match.
Where we've won in the midfield, put it that way. We've won 3 games and
really good.
The midfield's been the same, so touch wood. You know,
and
no
we've
one
got to
gets
talk about
injured in
Dom
that
as well.
3.
Dom, so we were talking about it before, he's not playing a traditional 10 role. He's definitely playmaking. He's definitely getting in there, holding the ball up and all that type of stuff. But he's playing, P-Max said this, he's playing more of an 8 role in the 10. He's dropping back a lot of the time. You've seen it in this game. The amount of interceptions that he done was boss, lad. He's got high energy and he's being utilised in that way from Arne. I genuinely feel like Arne Slot's understanding of football comes from not being very good at it individually, but understanding how it works. So, like, you know, like a Thomas Muller, that type of individual. He's not the best physically. He's not the best when it comes to pace or anything like that. But his map of the pitch is just wonderful. So when he becomes a coach, he'll be able to teach players how to do and understand the game the way he does. And I feel like Arne Slot is that man, lad.
Yeah,
He's
very
helping players
methodical.
understand. Lucho looks like a different fucking player, lad. Sorry, like he does. He's finishing everything, lad. He's there in front of goal. You watch him in the Copa America like with Colombia, and you're always like, oh, I wish that player was there for
He
Liverpool.
stepped it up for them in this Copa, though.
And he stepped it
scored
up
some
for
great
us as
goals.
well, lad.
And now
He
he's
deserves his
translated
plaudits,
that
lad.
form.
He's been fantastic.
Honestly,
genuinely.
man, the first goal, the technicality for almost Sobosai to move out the way, just hearing the call. There must have been a shout, there must have
Definitely
been communication from Lucho, which I like.
It was brave
Right,
as well,
he's either
wasn't it?
said, leave it, or it's mine. Sobosai's kind of ducked his head. And
Yeah.
it's the way he's arched his neck to
Flicked
kind of
it.
flick it.
Yeah.
It's a great header from Lucho.
Was
and
brave.
You know, he scored a couple of headers, and then the second goal, I mean, it was Lucho's day
But
today.
the second
I mean,
goal-
was it though? It was Salah's day as well, but them two this season so far have been incredible. I know Jota's
I agree.
obviously scored too, but those two have started this season absolutely on flames.
Do you know what's amazing? You see it. I've watched some of the training. They're only allowed to have like 3 or 2 touches each training session, right? When they're
Yeah.
doing all these possession type of base practices, and you see it in the game now. Every time someone's under pressure and they have that one-time pass, it seems to come off every time. And Lucho with his finish, right? His finish was first time. That was not like we know. Me and you play football, right? When the ball's coming at you like that and it's got pace on it and it's got spin on it, it's difficult to whip it round, right? The whole
It's all
time
technique,
when he
that.
hit that, the whole ball was spinning. He went past the goalkeeper's hand because it's going around it and went into the bottom bin. That's what we're waiting for Lucho. He does 90% of his game last season was top draw, but when he got in front of goal, he was almost losing a little bit. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Like, Lucho's a top player when he does that. Like, I mean, like, one of the best in the world, top
Yeah.
player, lad. Like, and fantastic.
Him, Mo, Ryan have been the top 3 performers
I think
in the
Konate
first
as
3
well
games.
today,
And
but
Konate.
Konate
He didn't
today,
play
lad.
first half of the first game.
Also,
but
Robbo's like, I feel
Brilliant.
like me and P. Mac were
Macca
talking about
as
this.
well.
Yeah, lad, honestly, like, I don't think no player
Unreal.
underperformed. Robbo, in the last few games, he feels really energized, lad.
Yeah,
He feels like he's
definitely.
got that,
He's got
like,
a new lease of life.
yeah,
He's got a new
you
wind
can see it.
going
He wants
into
to
this
push for the
season.
manager. I watched a few training clips, right? And there was one where they were playing this possession-based football game, and his team lost the ball.
Yeah.
And he flipped, lad.
Yeah.
He was
Doesn't
flipping
surprise
because he
me.
wants to win that game, right? And I love that type of mentality. That's his best attribute. He's not the most natural footballer in the world, but he's definitely offers a lot of high energy. So, him just turning 30, I think we've got 2-3 years left of him. I like this, lad. You can work for Arne Slot really well.
100%, man. So
This
there's
is great.
2-0
It's
at
wonderful.
half time. We're in dreamland, right? Box Park is bouncing.
It was
We're taking
going,
the
it was
piss.
mad like it was.
But you know, with United, and it happened last year as well, that
Yeah,
you
it's
need
true.
3 or 4 to really kill the game off,
You do.
and they got back into it last year. We just did not allow them to get back into it. Every time they give us a little huff and a puff, we said, no, bing, bang, bong, we've got another chance. So the second half started, you're thinking, we need another goal straight away. I think Mario said it, and then 5 minutes later, goal. Breakaway again. I mean, I know we've only played 3 games, I keep saying it, but some of the counter-attacks and the speed in which Liverpool transition from defending a corner to scoring a goal, it's less than 15 seconds, it's lightning quick. And then Salah's finish is, again, I know he's not had the full range to swing at that and maybe curl it outside
He's not looking
Onana,
for that,
but
lad.
he's almost done it with the eyes.
He's done it in
and,
the near
and
post.
ripped it to the front post.
I've seen
That's
him
a
do-
tough finish, bro.
Brother, I've seen him do that finish.
He did that against Everton.
Man United. Not
Yeah.
just, I've seen him do that many times in his career, but against Man United in particular, I've seen him do that exact finish. He gives them the eyes and finishes in the near post. That's what top players do, lad.
Too good.
And he was brilliant. Like, how many goals was that against Man United now, lad?
14. Lucky number 14. Or 13,
He scored
but
14
Yeah,
goals
it's
past
just-
Man United, lad.
It's the record. The
And 2
nearest to
assists
it is
today,
Stevie
though.
G with 9. And then there's 2 people that I've never heard of for United who must have been playing for them in the early decades. But honestly, it doesn't get much better than that. You're
doesn't.
3-0 up, right? We bring some subs on. Nunes hurried himself. I mean, he
looked
didn't have
alright.
any out-and-out chances, but looked good, energetic. Conor Bradley did well when he came
He
on.
did. He set up the chance for Szoboszlai that he really...
Yeah, had to score that.
Honestly, Dom, you had a boss game, but take that chance, lad. Just hit it.
Smash it in.
He seemed like he was taking the mick a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a 10-minute period in that game, after we'd scored the third goal, where it felt like we were playing FIFA Street. Like, I really mean... it was a joke, lad. It's actually, like, quite sad, in a way, to see how far Man United have actually fallen.
Not sad at all,
It's
man.
not sad at all, no, but it's like... I remember waking up when I was like 13, 14, lad, and we played Man United, and my soul and heart would just be filled with dread.
Yeah.
And nowadays, when we set up to play against them, I'm like, we can beat these, like, quite easily. It's mad. But I said this, right, we're really, you want to beat Man United, whether we're fucking 18th or 1st, right, it doesn't matter. But the big test now, another one for Anna, is City and Arsenal. We've got to see how we do against these two top teams. We've proved it now, right? We're Liverpool, right? And the way we've been playing football, we should be beating Man United. We should. And we did. So comfortable, cool. I love what I've seen, but they're not the best team in the league. We know that by far. So let's see how we compare to them other guys. So I don't know when the City game is. Is it late September, October?
Yeah. So right now, I think we've got 2 weeks until we play again
Is it
against
Forest that we play?
Forest at home.
My birthday game, that, by the way. We should do, right? Do you want to do? You tell me in the comments. I'm going away for my birthday. We're going to Wales to get a big mansion and all that type of stuff. I'm going to play the game, watch the game. If you want to see a little vlog on that, definitely. We'll do a vlog if you want.
Yeah, if Jack's up for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm on my holidays.
Jack said he's
not
on
up
his
for it.
holidays, so he's not up for it. But we'll try and see.
Also, tell him about who we met last night.
Oh my God. This is mad, right? I'm not even joking. So we're coming down to Liverpool, and I'm meeting all my mates, and we go for a drink, and we're like, yeah, cool, we'll have a little relaxing night tonight before the game. We go to a pub called the Munros, which is just down the road from us. We're in a little flat in, where are we now? By Chinatown.
Little flat.
Yeah, big flat. And we're having a drink, we've had about 5 Guinness at this point, yeah. We're sitting by the fire, we go to get off. And we're walking by the door, and I'm like, that looks like an ex-Liverpool football player. Yeah.
I spotted it
He
first.
did.
And when
Gilly went,
Steve McManaman.
he went, that's Steve McManaman, buddy. And I looked at him and went, yeah, that's Macha, that lad, yeah. And we went over to him and we were like, just talking to him for a little bit, asked him for a picture. But it was very surreal. That's what Liverpool footballers do. You always see Jamie Carragher, you always see Steven Gerrard, whoever.
Not so much Gerrard.
Yeah, not anymore, but you used to.
But
on
yeah,
Bowl
the
Street
ex-pros and that, just having a drink out and about. So
and no one
it's great
bothers
to
them
see.
usually, except for us, because we're little fanboys. But
Yeah, no, it was great to see Maka. He's a good lad. Probably
good
left
omen,
Liverpool
wasn't
a bit too soon.
good omen,
He was.
because we won 3-0.
Do you know what? What did we both say? I think Mara said it as well. Before the game, we said, we're going to win this 3-0.
Yeah, P-Mac said it to me. I texted him this morning, I went, how are you feeling about the game, lad? And he went, no problem, we'll zip these 3-0. And I was like, oh, fair play, lad. And we did.
3-0.
We literally did.
3-0.
And we started on our new kits as well.
Yeah, these kits aren't even out yet.
Yeah.
Shout out to LFC Retail.
Made
for
up,
the early,
because these are a
hookup.
belt of these, you know, I love it.
And this is the first time this kit's been used, and now instantly it's a classic.
Yeah.
Because all the pictures that are going to come out throughout the years.
We've won, we
of
beat
this
Man
day.
United, yeah.
There it is. Just before we go, Salah at the end was interviewed, and the tone that we read it in, because we've
Yeah.
seen it now, the interview, he
Yeah.
says, as you know, it's my last year at Liverpool. But the context to add to that is that he said, I haven't spoke to anyone about my contract. He wasn't saying I'm definitely leaving, but he's right. As far as he's concerned, if no one has got in touch with him to sort the contract out, then it is your last year, because that's
I get
how
it,
contracts
I get
work.
it, I
But
get it.
for not to actually come out and say that no one's
Horrible.
offered him a deal
Horrible.
yet, and we're in September, you know, if it all goes not to plan, he leaves for free in
No.
June.
Please no.
I mean, when's that going to get sorted? Is it going to get sorted?
For me, right.
Do you agree with maybe how he's dealt with it there? I mean, bit tongue in cheek. He's obviously got Sturridge there, his old teammate, but it's not like he's lying. He's saying they haven't offered me one. Like, it's my last year. We'll see what happens.
The club needs to go all out to keep Virgil, Trent and Salah. Salah is the ultimate professional, brother. So what I mean by that is, he's not like your average professional footballer that sort of dies off at 33, 34. This man will keep going until he's 35, 36, 37,
100%.
just like Ronaldo. He's got that athleticism. He doesn't drink. He doesn't abuse his body in any type of way. He loves the game. I do believe that he could still stay with us for the next 2-3 years and then go to Saudi and get his big payout and work in a Muslim country where he absolutely deserves to go and enjoy his lifestyle and it fits it. But Right now, I think Liverpool should do everything they can to keep hold of Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent. Everything they need to. They're wonderful.
No, I agree.
Virgil van Dijk's another player. Keep him there, lad. He can keep going until he's 35, 36. These are Cadillac football players, Rolls-Royce football players. They're not average. You can keep them. They will do their job. Mo Salah's proven it already. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists in 3 games. What more do you want? FSG, go and give him a contract, lad. Whatever dough he asks for, give him it. If he wants 400 grand for the next 2 years, go and pay him the dough, lad. You're not going to get a better player that scores as many goals, offers the experience and wisdom that he's got to younger players. This is the Donny. You keep him, lad.
No negotiation.
I'm not a football owner, and neither are you, lad. But we both broke. I can ask Jack behind the camera right now. Do you keep Mo Salah, lad?
Yeah, of course.
There you go, lad. He's an Everton supporter. He says you keep him, lad.
Silly not to.
Yeah, it'd be silly not to. Jack says, lad. Who doesn't do that, lad?
100%. And look, if you're asking me, do I think it will still happen? I do. I do still think he signs.
So do I.
I do. Nice to see Trent give a little few kisses.
Can I just say this, right? So it was boss.
Like
he
Big
played
fan.
up to the media today in the way that he was walking down when he was first getting subbed, and his head was down and he was sulking on purpose. And as soon as he got to the touchline, because he was walking, the ref asked him to move faster. He looked up and started laughing his head off and clapping. I was like, that's why you're a Scouser, lad. I love that. Because he knew what he was doing, lad. He's wasting time. He's just chilling. I was like, we're beating him 3-0, lad. I'm walking off the pitch. Shut up, ref, lad.
Yeah,
and then come on, boss, you little sausage.
But listen, man, just before we go, any last words to any of the United fans that have been predicting a United win? Minna said, a masterclass was en route, a clean sheet was en route.
I've got a few mates, personal friends that I do want to shout out.
Go on.
Shane, big lads. Jit the Git, Arben, you've all been smoked, lads. You've all been smoked. I'm going to show you this video when I get to work next time, yeah? You'll see it. I'm going to send you it. You're good lads, I love you all. I don't even know who they are. I love you all. They're good lads, they're fantastic lads. But unfortunately, you chose to support Man United and you work with me, lads. So you're going to have to get it, lad. Hold that, you sausages. Yeah? Here's it right.
KG, Flex, Cams, Liaz, people laughed at us.
All of us, buddy. Yeah?
Hold it, right? Yeah. And listen, there is no football now for a couple of weeks. We'll be back on Hot Kopics next week from the studio again. But obviously this weekend's been all about being up in Liverpool. Go and watch the Matchday blog.
Please.
Vlog from Box Park Liverpool. Go watch the fan cams. We hope you've enjoyed Hot Kopics today. It's just been a roller coaster of a day. So go and watch all the content, drink it all in. And remember, it's not every day that Liverpool beat United away 3-0.
No, it's
so
not.
Go tell your neighbour who's a United fan, right? Go tell your postman who gives you stick.
Enjoy this.
Go tell your teacher that's a glory hunter.
Go and smoke them all.
Go and do it, because they deserve it and they can hold that. Doyle, top man. Big up to you for coming up as always. Like this video, make sure you get your comments in about the game. And we'll see you next week on Hot Kopics on the Kop TV.
The voice of the most famous stand, lad. See that?
Not quite.
It was intuitive.
The voice of football's most famous stand.
Close
but
though,
it's close enough.
Yeah.
Right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. We've just battered United 3-0. So have you, and we'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out the rest of the channel too. There's other stuff you'll enjoy for sure.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous
dads. Come on.